This month, our theme is Shine Through Good Works. One of the best ways to understand this theme is by reflecting on the story of Jairus. Through his story, we will explore what it means to have a faith that does not give up, a faith that continues to trust God even in the most difficult circumstances and signs through good works. So the topic today, faith that refuses to give up. Don't be afraid. I'm going to read for you our Bible verse this morning. Next, please. The desperate plea and healing. When Jesus had again crossed over by boat to the other side of the lake, a large crowd gathered around him while he was by the lake. Then one of the synagogue leaders named Jairus came, and when he saw Jesus, he fell at his feet and pleaded earnestly with him, "My little daughter is dying. Please come and put your hands on her so that she will be healed and live." So Jesus went with him. A large crowd followed and pressed around him. Next, please. While Jesus was still speaking, some people came from the house of Jairus, the synagogue leader. "Your daughter is dead," they said. "Why bother the teacher anymore?" Overhearing what they said, Jesus told him, "Don't be afraid, just believe." He did not let anyone follow him except Peter, James, and John, the brother of James. When they came to the home of the synagogue leader, Jesus saw a commotion with people crying and wailing loudly. He went in and said to them, "Why all this commotion and weeping? The child is not dead, but asleep." But they laughed at him. After he put them all out, he took the child's father and mother and the disciple who were with him and went in where the child was. He took her by the hand and said to her, "Talitha kum," which means, "Little girls, I say to you, get up." Immediately the girl stood up and began to walk around. She was 12 years old. At this, they were completely astonished. Next, please. Yeah. Church, a father tried to teach his daughters. He asked Jenna, 9 years old, to go to the one side of the den. He had Andrea, 6 years old, on the other. 3 years old Sarah with him sat on the couch in the middle and watched. Jenna's job was to close her eyes. Now the purpose this father wants to do this because he wants to teach his girls see when their eyes close. So Jenna's job was to close her eyes and walk. Andrea's job was to be Jenna's eyes and tell her safely across the room. Which phrases like, take 2 baby steps to the left, take 4 giant steps straight ahead, just like that. Andrea successfully navigate Gina through the dangerous maze of chairs, vacuum cleaner, and laundry baskets. Then Gina took her turn. She guided Andrea past her mom's really important lamps, her mom's favorite lamps, and shouted immediately, just in the right time, to keep Gina's from colliding into the wall. After several tracks, they stopped and processed. I did not like this, Gina complained. It is scary going where I cannot see. Oof. I was afraid I was going to fall, Andrea agreed. I kept walking with a little step to be safe. Church, I can relate, can't you? We growing up don't like dark either. But we walk in it. We just like Gina often complain how scary it is to walk where we cannot see. We just like Andrea often take a little steps so we won't fall. We have reason to be the caucus. We are blind. We cannot see the future. We have absolutely no vision beyond the present. I cannot tell you if I can live longer to finish this paragraph. Phew, I did it. Nor can you tell me that you can live longer enough to read the next one. I hope. I'm not talking the near-sightedness or abstracted view. I'm talking opaque blindness. I'm not talking about a condition that we passes with childhood. I'm describing about condition that passes with death. We are blind to the future. It is one limitation that we are all share. The wealthy are just as blind as the poor. The educated are just as sightless as the unschooled. The famous knows as little about the future as the unknown. None of us know how our children will turn out. None of us know the day we will die. No one knows whom he or she will marry, or even if marriage lies before him or her. We are universally, absolutely, unalterably blind. We are all like China, groping in the dark, listening a familiar voice, but with one difference. China's surroundings are familiar and friendly. Ours can be hostile and fatal. First worst fear is a step toe. Our fears, our worst fear, is more threatening cancer, loneliness, divorce, death. And try as we might to walk as straight as we can. Chances are the toe is going to get stuck and we are going to get hurt. Sorry, can you just turn to the very first one, the topic back, sorry. Sorry, I didn't pay attention. Can you back again? Yeah, stay in here. Okay, thank you. Just as Jairus, he is a man who has tried to walk as straight as he can. But he was a man whose path has taken a sudden turn into a cave, deep, dark cave. And he does not want to enter it alone. Jairus is a synagogue leader. For us, that may not mean much to us. But in the days of Christ, the leader of synagogue was the most very important man in community. The synagogue was the center of religion, education, leadership and social activity. The leader of synagogue was a senior religious leader, highest ranking professor, mayor, best known citizen, all in one. Jairus has it all. Jairus has everything. Job security, a guarantee welcome to coffee shop, maybe payroll area, a pension plan, golf every Thursday, and on an annual, all expensive, paid trip to national convention. He has all. Jairus have it. Who could ask for more? Yet Jairus does. He has more to ask. In fact, he could trade the whole packet of perks and privileges, everything he has, he can trade for just one assurance. His daughter will live. Jairus that we see in the story is not clear-sighted, nor nicely groomed civic leader. He is instead a blind man begging for a gift. He fell at Jesus' feet, saying, Jesus, my daughter is dying. Would you please come put your hands on it, so she will be healed. Jairus does not barter. No. Jesus, you do me a favor, and I'll see you are taken care of for life. Jairus does not negotiate. Oh, Jesus, guys in Jerusalem, we're getting pretty tasty about your antique. Tell you what, Jesus, handle the problem of mine, and I will give you a few calls. No. Jairus does not make excuses. Normally, I'm not desperate. I just got just a small problem. No. He just pleads, memohon. Jairus just pleads. Church, there are times in life, everything we have is nothing compared to what we are asking to receive. Nothing. Jairus is at such a point. Who could a man offer in exchange to his child's life? Sorry, so there are no games in here. No haggling. The situation is strictly simple. Jairus did not know about the future, and Jesus knows about the future. That's why he came to Jesus, asked Jesus to help him. And Jesus, who loved the honest heart, goes to give it. And God, who knows what it is like to lose a child, empower his son. But before Jesus and Jairus get very far, next please. They are interrupted by the emissaries from his house. Your daughter is dead. No need to bother the teacher anymore. Church, get ready. Hang on to your hat. Here's where the story gets moving. Jesus goes from being led to leading, from being convinced from Jairus to convincing Jairus, from being admired to being laughed at, from helping out people to casting out people. Next, please. Here's when Jesus takes control. But Jesus paid no attention to what they say. I love this line. It describes the critical principle for seeing the unseen. Ignore what people say. Block them out. Turn them off. Close your ear. If you have to, walk away. Critical principle. Ignore the one who says, it is too late to start over. Disagree those who say, you will never amount to anything. Turn a deaf ear toward those who say that you are not smart enough, you are not fast enough, you are not tall enough, you are not big enough. Church, faith sometimes begins by stuffing our ear with cotton. Jesus turned immediately to Jairus and says, next please. Don't be afraid. Just believe. Jesus compels to Jairus to see the unseen. When Jesus says, just believe, he is imploring. Don't limit your possibilities to the visual. Don't listen only the audible. Don't be controlled to the logical. Believe there is more to life than to meet the eye. Trust me, Jesus pleads to Jairus. Don't be afraid. Trust me. A father in Bahamas cried out to his young son who was trapped in the burning house. All the family was on its way out when the little boy became terrified and ran back upstairs. The father from outside called him. Son, I see you. Jump, I'll catch you. Jumps, jump. Son says, I cannot see you, Father, because the smoke. Father says, I see you. The Father can see the Son, even though the Son cannot see him. How many of us notice that God always calls us? How many of us always reject when God calls us? How many of us have excuses just because I cannot see? God sees us. Next, please. A similar example of faith was found carved into the wall of a concentration camp. It says, I believe in the sun, even though it doesn't shine. I believe in love, even when it isn't shown. I believe in God, even when He does not. Next, please. This is from Paul. We set our eyes not on what we see, but on what we cannot see. What we see will last only a short time, but what we cannot see will last forever. Next, please. Jesus asking Jairus to see the unseen, to make a choice. Either you live by the facts or you see by faith. When the tragedy strikes us, we all too are left to choose what we see. Church, sometimes either we see the hurt or the healer. It is our choice. Are we always seeing the hurt or the healer? Jairus had choice. He made a choice. He opted faith and Jesus. And faith in Jesus led him to his daughter. And the miracle happened. Clap your hands to Jairus, everybody. Now, next, please. So this is actually the way when we learn today, according to Jairus' story. First comes to Jesus, is about desperation, comes to Jesus when the need is greatest. And the second step is waiting, keeps trusting during inexplicable delays. The step 3 is worsening, believes despite discouraging voices and devastating news. And the step 4 is deliverance, chooses faith over fear and experiences Jesus' power in impossible situations. So there are steps in here. Our job to find out where is the main key of this story. Next, please. And this is the faith trusted Jesus even when this situation get worse. Church, watch this. Faith is not believing because everything is going well. Faith is trusting Jesus even when circumstances becomes worse. Opposite way. And that is faith. Not only the awesome things happen, not only the amazing thing happen. When the first bad problem happen to us, that's the faith challenge. Where am I? See the hurt or the healer? I think this is the last. Next, please. Miko, the last? Okay. Oh, still one more. Jesus holds authority even over death. Now, the core insight. Death seems final to everyone around Jairus. But Jesus demonstrated that death itself is under his authority. So this is now the key of this whole story today. Nothing is impossible for Jesus. Not sickness, failure, disappointment, or even death. Because of his resurrection, believers have hope beyond every impossible situation. Church, the last for me, we have learned from Jairus' experience. But what about us? Do we give up easily to our daily work? What about our marriage? Do we give up easily for our marriage? There is one movie that the king never give up, even separated 7 years, come back to his queen. Never, ever give up. What about in raising our children? Do we give up easily when kids bother us? When our kids not listening to us? We easily to give up? Or our businesses? When you have business and then fail this one, fail this one, fail this one, fail this one, how can I get money back? You give up? Or in the way we live and serve within in our communities. Never, ever give up. Learn from Jairus. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3, chapter 5, verse 6. Let me pray for you. Let's pray.